Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we have got a new look at a Logain teaser from Alvaro Morte himself over on Instagram. So let's give this a watch. And of course, if you're new around here and haven't subscribed already, please consider hitting the button down below because I will always bring you this as and when they drop. Right, let's get on with it.
Bring the false dragon.
Oh, finally heard her speak at last.
They're afraid.
They're afraid. Oh.
They should be following me.
Oh, I like this a lot.
Not fighting me.
I'm glad they kept his accent as well.
There's a place for anyone but my side.
Oh, and it's turning the dagger around.
Even my enemies.
Even my enemies. Now that is nice. That is interesting. So I like what they're doing with Logain's character and how he's kind of got this different feel about himself, like he's on a higher plane. And of course he's the first male channeler that has control over his powers, as we can see. He's able to channel the one power at his own command, which is really interesting to see. But yeah, let's go over this clip. So to start off with, we have our first look at Leane and Jennifer Garcia finally speaking, which is fantastic to see. I've been waiting to see just, what she will bring to the role, because I think she's going to absolutely kill this role. I've thought that for a long time now. So that was pretty cool to see. And then we get a look at some of the things we've seen already, but then we get a lot of that sort of new audio, new dialogue from Logain, and I love the direction they've taken the character, and I also love the fact that they've allowed Alvaro to keep his natural accent and not change it. I think it really adds an extra dimension into it. So he starts off with saying, how they're all afraid and whatnot of him, but he's saying how they shouldn't be afraid of him, which is something I love. I feel like he's fully embraced this bravado, which is he is the dragon reborn, and he feels everyone should come to him and join his cause. And this guy, when he's in that cage and he's laughing, he looks fucking mad. He looks absolutely crazy. I do love that. I also want to point out something that I forgot to mention when I was filming, and it's to do with this particular scene once again. If you remember back, we got a kind of teaser or a trailer of some sort, and you see Matt and Rand seeing the procession with Logain, and Logain looks up at them. Now obviously this is a continuation from that scene, and I think this may be a potential reason why Logain is laughing a bit crazily, because as we all know, Logain can he also had the ability to see Ta'veren, so maybe he obviously sees both Rand and Matt and then sees that they're Ta'veren, and potentially maybe they've made a slight change for the show where he maybe will kind of have a little bit of the things that Min does as well. I don't know, that could be a bit of a reach, but it would be interesting if they did go that route as well. But there you go, he's saying they should be following me. So I feel like he's going to be playing and portraying Logain as a kind of messiah figure, kind of trying to get everybody to come and join him, no matter whether they're his friends or his enemies, which I think is an interesting angle to take with Logain and his whole, story arc, because we're getting a huge, increase in terms of his story, because in the book, especially Eye of the World, we don't see a lot of what is going on with his character. It's all happening off screen. And of course, with his much bigger role on the show, they've had a lot of room to be able to, create new backstories for his character, and just expand upon everything that we knew Logain was or wasn't in that first book. Because of course, later on down the line, we start to get a lot more of an understanding of him as a person, but not at the beginning. There you go. See that? Not fighting me. It's just everything. It's just the way he says everything here. They're afraid. They should be following me, not fighting me. I really like this. He feels like kind of like a Messiah Jesus figure. And it's like saying there's a place for anyone at his side, which is something I love with what they're doing with this character. But also we finally see a little bit more of this shot where it's the king of Ghealdan, and he's trying to stab Logain with the dagger, and like that's having no effect. Stops him with, I'm guessing, a weave of air, and then Logain is starting to turn that dagger back around towards the king, and I'm sure that king's gonna bite the dust. And the fact Logain says even his enemies have a place at his side, whew, I feel like this guy's going to be, welcome, I am the Lord Dragon, join me, that sort of thing. And of course there's a little bit of that craziness that we do see with all male channelers, especially when he's in that cage and he's being caged by the Aes Sedai. But also one thing I want to note before I go back, actually I want to go back to the beginning, and this clears up a lot of what people were thinking, including myself. We thought when like Moraine, Leandrin and Alana were before the ambulance seat in the hall of the tower, we thought they were kind of being punished for maybe letting Logain go. Now we know for a fact that's not the case, because straight away we have Leane, saying bring the false dragon, and so I think that's an interesting point to, bring up as well. But yeah, this is actually one of my favourite kind of clips on one of the characters, as it offers such a bigger insight into Logain as a person, as a character, and how Alvaro Morte is going to be portraying him. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in this 4th episode this Friday. Going to be a hell of an episode, I think. But yeah, alright guys, well that is the end of the video. Hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, of course, please leave a like on the video. And if you have any comments, do leave them down below and I'll try and get back to you on your comments. Right, catch you guys later in another video.